Thank you very much for including me on the panel. I do really appreciate hearing from my fellow panelists about their experience, and the takeaway message that I'd like to begin and end with is essentially that we need to ensure that Article 6 has within it, it fixes the issues that we've already seen with the climate regime. But so yes, I did want to introduce just very briefly the WOCAN W+ certification scheme. And WOCAN stands for Women Organizing for Change in Agriculture and Natural Resource Management. We are a women-led not-for-profit that builds capacities for gender integration and women's leadership. With W+, we're trying to put more focus on women's roles as agents of change in climate change mitigation and adaptation. And we'd like to focus on the bottom of the market to incentivize more project developers to include women in their projects and benefits. So one of the main issues that we're trying to address here is the fact that women are consistently left out of development schemes, whether it's in the planning process or in terms of benefits. And additionally, women's labor doesn't get counted, as oftentimes it isn't part of the labor force. Yesterday, I was watching a side event, and there were statistics on the labor force and the percentage of people in the labor force, and what that really represented is people in the paid labor force. And so WOCAN recognizes that much of women's labor is not in the paid labor force, or it's underpaid. And so we're hoping that the W+ standard is something that can address some of those issues. And again, at the bottom of the market, we're not talking about larger corporate strategies here, we're talking about grassroots strategies. So we think that women should not have to provide their unpaid labor for environmental management with no recognition for that labor. So the W+, is it still not good? The W+ is a way to measure results for women's empowerments, and it has already been field tested in Nepal, and it won a Momentum for Change award at the COP in 2016. It's a program aimed at accelerating investments in women through certification, and the website is up just in case people want more information about it, but I'll just cover a couple of points. That the W+ standard is designed to incentivize investments in women's empowerment through a system that both measures results and puts money in the hands of women, which in addition to the benefits for women themselves, is likely to have transformative impacts on gender inequality, the economy, poverty, climate change, food insecurity, among other impacts. So I'll wrap up just because I want to make sure that there's time for questions and answer for our other panelists, and I know we have another panelist yet. But I would like to end with a strong plea for Article 6 and certainly everything else related to the climate regime moving forward to strongly consider women's roles and need for inclusion, and in addition, the issues that have been raised in terms of the human rights language as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Lauren, for this very key and short input.